Our team coverage with Fox 40's Kristen Vartan. She was able to talk with a California former FBI agent about the psychology of a serial killer. Kristen, give us a better idea of what he had to say today.
Well, Eric, former FBI specialist Jeff Reineck says that serial killers have unique motivations, but certain commonalities in the killings can lead the person responsible.
Stockton, California, a city of 320,000 residents, and possibly among them a serial killer, killing 6 people in the last year, all either late at night or early in the morning.
They're happening at a lower risk time of the day. In other words, there's not as many people around who can see the offender. And as a result of that, there's not as high a risk for the offender. That might be deliberate planning on the offender's part.
Jeffrey Reineck is a retired FBI agent. He's worked cases like the Yosemite serial killings involving Cary Stayner in 1999 and knows what it takes to connect the dots between the victims and their killer. He says it could be something sensitive that happened in the victims' lives and will take investigators going to those closest to them, like family, to uncover more clues.
If these victims, for instance, all went to the same bar and the offender ran into them in a bar or something, maybe the bar's in common. But somewhere, somehow, these victims are going to have something in common. They already do. They're all, victims. But like, is the bullet wound in the same place? Is the gun in the same place?
Reineck pointing out those commonalities could be a roadmap to the killer, the murders happening at low-risk times of days, and the fact that the victims seem to have been alone.
The offender might be doing a little surveillance on the victim before they confront the victim, because they want to ensure not only will there not be witnesses, but there won't be witnesses nearby who could happen upon the scenes.
He agrees with what authorities have been already telling us. 5 of the victims being Hispanic males does not necessarily make this a hate crime. Plus, the other 2 victims were a black woman who survived and a white man.
I mean, eventually, you're going to have a larger number of minorities will become majorities in our country, which I think is a good thing. 100 years ago, your victims would have mostly been white, right? So now, the victims are not mostly white. Does that mean the person is targeting a minority? I don't necessarily jump to that.
And Reineck says he wouldn't rule out there being a possible sexual motive in this potential serial killing case. For instance, in the Yosemite murders, there wasn't a clear sexual footprint, but in the end, that was the motivation. Eric?
Kristen, thank you. And